All right, so this is how I made 20 lights work with 2 sync boxes. So they said the only way that you could possibly get more than 10 lights synced was to get another setup. So after like 2 years of being like, no, I'm like, all right, fine, I'll try it. Okay, I got all these beautiful instruments behind me that they all have lights. So that is 9 plus the TV, got a lamp over there, table light, 2 actually behind the Vox. So I got a lot of ones that I want to light up, and so I don't have to have dark spots anymore. They said it couldn't be done. We shall see. We prove them right, we prove them wrong. Let's find out. So I got them each refurbished for like 170, the sync box in the brown, and then like 35, the Hue bridge. And normally they're, I think, 250 for the sync box and 60 or so for new for their respective items. Let's get these open. Let's make sure that they're all good. Sometimes they're just one in the middle, and the 3-piece are definitely nice. I mean, they look pretty much identical. I don't really know if there's any difference in them as far as versions or updates or hardware, but I mean, this one's just obviously cleaner. I don't really see any scratches or anything on it. Entirely possible this is just like an open box one. It's like flawless. Plug-in cable, and you got like an Ethernet cable that just plugs into your Wi-Fi. So I already have another Hue bridge. So this will be second. This will be a second one. The only thing I'm maybe worried about is how do these show up in the app? Do I have to toggle between like accounts or something? That would definitely not be fun. At the same time though, you'd think that if somebody has an entertainment area in say a living room and then they have another one in the basement, they wouldn't have to have different accounts for that. There should be a way to have it all together. So I'm still pretty hopeful, but a Reddit post that I read said they have one feeding into the other. Is the first one or the second one going to be the main controller? That's what I want to know. Trial and error, baby. There's only 2 options. All right, let's do it. First things first, I'm going to get the bridge set up. So I'm going to go to the Wi-Fi router and get that set up. I'll see you in a bit. I'm already encountering my first problem. The Eero system that I use, the routers or whatever, there's only 2 ports. So one of them is taken by the first bridge and the other one is taken by the modem. All right, so I got the Ethernet splitter. Let's go update some lights.
I didn't know that. You're telling me now for the first time.
All right, we're back. It's like a week later from the last time when I ordered the splitter. I got a network switch. It also says splitter.
What?
I swear to God, if I'm just throwing money at this thing and just trying to figure it out, I really hope this works. I really am excited for it to work, and I don't want to feel like an idiot again. So I'm taking the beating for y'all so you don't make the same mistake I do. Now the good news is that little logo, that's also on the bridge. So I'm really hoping that this makes it actually like split and handle 2 devices. I don't really know what the other splitter that I bought is good for if it can't handle 2 things at once. But apparently this can handle 2 at once. So this thing better not be lying to me. Bro, I need another Ethernet cable to connect my router to the splitter, and I gave them away like 6 months ago, so I gotta go buy one. So I'm gonna go out to Target. I'm like really kicking myself right now. Just on everything. Oh, was this a stupid idea? Kind of. What do I still hope it works out? Yes, of course, obviously. All right, well, let's go. We back from Target. All right, so I got a Philips Ethernet cable. It's 50 feet long. I mean, I guess if you're only gonna stock like 1 or 2 options, you may as well get like a huge one so it applies to everybody. But like, I'm gonna try to use this without even taking it out of the package. So if it doesn't work, I can return it. This was like $18, something like that. All right, pardon the mess, it's terrible. But okay, I need all 3 of these lights to be working. It has power, it's connected to the router, connected to the internet. So both of them right now, I mean, it's connected here. So they definitely both are locked in here. But now I need this bad boy to go in here and to connect to this. So let's get that working. All right, please. Come on, you can do it. Oh, come on, come on.
Oh, brother!
No! What the hell? You're good. Kind of. Bro, I'm gonna be so mad. Waiting on you, bro. Don't fail me. It's about as far as I got in the last one. I got 1 to work, but not the other one. Ugh. Dude, I am so upset right now. It found the Hue bridge, and it's like press the button of the one you want to connect, and I'm pressing that button, and it ain't connecting. So I don't even know what to say.
A few moments later.
I just got off customer support phone call where I got like a bad bridge or something like that. So I got to get a different bridge. It's my own fault for buying the cheap one, but drowning my sorrows in birthday cake. Right now I'm headed to Home Depot to get Philips Hue bridge. Just got a chance and and I just really hope this one works. Hopefully they price match Best Buy too, 15 bucks off. So I also got to see if I can get a refund for the faulty bridge. So what I learned on the customer service yesterday was that ones that start with like 19 and maybe even 20, don't quote me on the 20, bridges that start with the 19 made in 2019 like are no longer getting updates or just like no longer work. So I basically bought a old out-of-date bridge, despite my other one being from 2016 and it works fine. So no idea, but let's go get a new one and hopefully get a refund from the place I bought it. So I finally have success. Oh, where'd it go? But it's updating right now, so it actually works. I just had to buy a different bridge, so this bridge was the problem. The other one's updating, so we have actually made progress for the first time in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. All right, now the next thing is how much of this stuff, depending on the refund and if I have to send the other bridge back, how much of this stuff do I have to return?
Finally!
All right, so this is how I made 20 lights work with 2 sync boxes. This is going to the original bridge, and this is the original sync box that I had. This is the new sync box going to the new bridge. This is the Amazon Fire Stick, and it's going into input 1 right here. In the output, it's going into input 1. The output of the new box is going to the TV. So this box and Amazon and the Fire Stick already know each other, so I just had to route the output to go to this sync box, which was the only input here, and the only output goes to the TV, and it works. So then in the app, I need to use one of them in the Hue Sync dedicated app, and the other one I just switch to the bridge and do the Hue Sync in the actual app itself. And then I get all 20 lights on. I have like 9 or 10 back here in the guitars, one behind there. I got other ones around the place. It's nice because it's also in the kitchen, stairs, bathroom, and over here on the side. So if you're watching a movie, previously it would be really, really dark in the kitchen because you want those lights to be off. But now with the syncing, it's no longer super dark. So if you have to go make some more popcorn or go wash your hands in the bathroom, go to the bathroom, it's no longer super dark in there without having to get out your phone in the middle of the movie and kind of ruin the experience of having a dedicated dark theater-like system. So very happy with it so far. It was kind of a headache to get, but it is possible. So hopefully you can make it happen if that's something you really want, or you can base your decision to do that on the fact that it does work and you do the same setup that I did, thanks to the Reddit poster who initially gave me the idea and proved that it was possible. So what I would suggest would be to put just 10 lights on the new bridge, unless you already have 2 bridges set up for whatever reason. But I have basically everything on the guitar wall as its own bridge. So I have a setting where every night at 12:30 all the lights go off. So I had to recreate that for just this on this wall. And so what I would recommend is having a switch, having like a dimmer switch, kind of like this. And how you can program it is the off button can just be for what I'd call non-sync lights. Any lights that are gonna be visible but not syncing to the TV. So like we have a couple just like white lights in the kitchen. We have a couple, I have more than I think 20 color lights, so I don't quite have some, like the bedroom and stuff. And so the best setup is having this so you can just go into the app, press the sync and whatnot, and then if you really want to, you could just, you know, turn off all the lights, or you can make your own grouping of lights in there, so you just turn off a zone of non-sync lights, or again, you can have one of these physically handy, or both. That is gonna be the best thing. Just trying to be realistic about what's easy, what's convenient, and how to make the setup as frictionless as possible. We got a visitor. We got a visitor. So that's a wrap on if 20 lights can be synced to one TV. The answer is yes, and hopefully instead of it taking an entire month of ordering the good, the bad, and the ugly, hopefully you can just order everything that works, go right to it in one day, in 1 hour, and just enjoy a movie the same night, and you don't have to be stressed out all month long. So hopefully this taught you something. If it did, drop a like, comment, you know, how unnecessary but cool the setup is. Thank you so much for watching. This video is really fun to make, except for when it wasn't, because it was so frustrating. Let me know what your Hue Sync setup is, and if you've ever tried doing 2, or if this is the final straw and you're gonna do 2.